7 years old, and I'm a student of Wrightstown Elementary. I'm in 1st grade, and I am working, and I'm going to tell you about my science project. First, our name of the science project was the Wire Now Magnet and Wire Turn State project. The purpose of it was wire around a nail connected to a battery. The more wire around the nail, would it make it stronger or weaker? Well, our hypothesis was it would get stronger. First, we need to gather the materials. Okay. Our name of the science project was the Wire Now Magnet and Wire Turn State project. I mean mine. What? The name for my experiment was the Wire Now Magnet and Wire Turn Strength project. The purpose of this experiment of mine was wire around a nail connected to a battery. The more wire around the nail, would it make it stronger or weaker? It would be giving it the power of a magnet. Would it give it more power of a magnet or less power of a magnet? Now my hypothesis. Now the purpose of my project was that wire around a nail connected to a battery. It would give it the power of a magnet, but we would be seeing the more turns.
Go ahead.
My hypothesis that the more turns around a nail connected to a battery would make it stronger, not weaker. Now, my procedure was first to gather the materials. So, my materials were 2 iron nails, 2 batteries. They were the C kind of batteries, where they can be any battery, except I just thought about doing C batteries. Tape the hold wire canal in my experiment, voltmeter to measure voltage from batteries in my experiment, journal to write down the things I learned and stuff like that in my experiment, paper to record the data in my experiment, 2 packages of metal paper clips for what I did in my experiment, and a camera to take pictures during experiment for my experiment. I took pictures of the nail picking up paper clips. I took a picture of the nail with 40 turns. I took the picture of the nail with 30 turns. I took a picture of the nail with 20 turns. And I took a picture of the power supply. And there's those pictures down there that I really don't know what they are. I forgot. Okay. Well, the next thing I did in my procedure was I taped 2 batteries together so the plus side of the battery touches the minus side of the other battery. And you want to know how much voltage there was in the batteries? There's about 3.3 voltage in the batteries because each one had 1.5 voltage. And that is the same as saying 1.5 and 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3. So I expected it to be 3. Alright. Now, the next procedure was I took a nail and wrapped wire around the nail 50 times. I connected the ends of the wires to the ends of the batteries. Now like a magnet. I picked up the paper. The next thing I did in my experiment was I picked up paper clips with the magnetized nail and placed the paper clips in box in a pile. I made 4 groups of paper clips in total. Then I counted the paper clips in each group and wrote the numbers on the table of data. I removed 5 turns of the wire from the nail, and then I did steps 5, 6, and 7 until you get down to 5 turns. Then I went down 1 turn each time until I reached 0. Okay, now our observations were wire gets hot, real hot, hot enough to make it say out when connected to batteries. I found out that 2 batteries connected together make 3.37 volts on a voltmeter, and different number of paper clips depending on how fast I pick them up. Smaller holes pick up more paper clips than faster. Sometimes the wire around the nail would get used. By making the turns closer together, more paper clips would get picked up. Q. Why were some piles of paper clips smaller than others for the same number of turns? Hold down magnet up and fast. Push down magnet against wall as I pulled paper clips out. Alright. Now our conclusion, by adding more turns of wire on the nail, the magnets become stronger. So our hypothesis was right. Alright, now the bibliography was, here's the books I read that helped me. What Makes a Magnet by Fleetwood M. Granby, National Geographic How Things Work Everyday Technology Explained by David McCurley, Internet, and here's the things I learned.
Can you tell me about, did you tell us the results yet?
No, but I wanted this transcript.
But I'd like to hear about the results that you have. What's that thing under the results up there? What is that called? Is that where you recorded all your data?
Yeah, that's where I recorded all my data. Now I did 14 experiments, and it took me an hour and 7 minutes. An hour and 7 minutes to finish this.
Okay. And so what is that? Why did you do 4 groups of data?
Well, I did 4 groups of data because I wanted to get more data on my data list.
But then I see you got fewest and most. What's
Fewest
that
and
about?
most. Well, we decided that most is most interesting, so that helped us with my graph. Alright,
So what does the graph show?
the graph shows that I made of the straight, the magnet straight, and the number of turns. And it also shows the most. Like, see? First it's this, then it's this, and then it's this, then it goes up, and then it's here, and then at 5 turns it's here, and then at 10 turns it's here, and then at 15 turns it's here, and then at 20 turns it's here, and at 25 turns it's here, and at 30 turns it's here, and at 35 turns it's here, and at 40 turns it's here, and at 45 turns it's here, and 50 turns it's right here. See, it says magnet straight over here, number of paper clips, and number of turns right here. Okay. Now let's go on with those notes. Notes. Ouch, wire is hot. Needed to tighten up the coil. By slowing down, I can pull more paper clips. Use tape to hold wire to now. Baffling break. A whole lot of magnetism. A lot of magnetism. Cookie break. Even more magnetism. More magnetism. A little bit of magnetism. Barely magnetism. No magnetism. And no magnetism. Now, we have this other thing up here. This says, if you wrap the wire around an iron nail and then connect the ends of the wire to a battery, the nail will get like a magnet. Act like a magnet. Now, I thought this project was really fun, and I learned that the more turns of wire around the nail would make the nail even stronger and stronger. And I guess I'll see you at the science fair. Goodbye. And I'll see you again at the science fair.
Tucson Technics.